fascination of the eerie, weird, blood-chilling tales told by Old Nancy, the Witch of Salem, and Satan, her wise black cat. They are waiting for you now.
He. 122-year-old I be today. Yes, sir, 122. Well, Satan, tell everyone to douse their lights.
Meow.
We want lots of darkness when we tell our bedtime stories. Draw up to the fire and gaze into the embers. Gaze into them, deep, and soon by the light of moon and the stars, you'll see a barren stretch of land where two roads meet in old Massachusetts. Three policemen stand a-talking there beside their motorcycle bikes, and soon you'll hear the story of the haunted Crossroads. The haunted Crossroads.
Sure, you're not scared to have us leave you here alone, Tom.
Of course he's scared, Sergeant. Look at his knees shaking.
I'll probably yell for help the minute y'all are out of sight.
Sure, Gene. I don't think he is properly frightened.
I guess not. Well, if he sees any spooks, we can't say we haven't warned him.
Seriously, boy, you'll keep your eyes peeled for other things than ghosts on this patrol.
But I will, Uncle Pat. Hope it's my luck to have the skunk who knocked off Smith and Barkley here start something with me.
Well, I hardly think that will happen. Those killings weren't done by the same man.
Both stabbed in the back the same way.
That doesn't prove anything. Several fellows were stabbed to death right here after the Civil War. Then another about 20 years ago, according to our records. It wasn't the same murderer who got him, and the two cops from our troops.
Well, unless you believe the crazy stories about this place being haunted.
Well, I got to be riding off to troop headquarters where Captain Doughton will be skinning the hide out of me. And you, Gene Hardy, had best be getting on your patrol.
I'll get the old bike moving. And when you get home to the morning, Tom, remind your sister she got a movie date with me tonight.
Kathleen's not apt to forget any date she has with you.
Trooper Hardy, your job is to keep your eyes peeled for speeders and reckless drivers.
Well, I'll try to remember, Sarge. Well, good night.
Good night, Gene.
Good night, boys.
Kathleen, oh,
Uncle Pat!
The...
Help!
Tom? I'm coming back, kid. I'm coming back.
Gene?
I'm coming, Sarge.
It's Tom, oh merciful God.
Sarge, what is it? What's happened?
Come quick.
I'm here. What happened? Tom?
Yes, he's dead.
He can't be dead. We just left him.
I started right after you rode away. Then I heard him yelling, "Oh, merciful God." I raised that boy. He was like my own son.
He's been stabbed in the back. Just as Smith was stabbed a week ago. And Barkley.
Here, at these same rotten crossroads.
Now, pull yourself together, Sarge. You know what I thought of Tom, but we're cops. Listen, you were back here before I was. You must have saw something.
I saw no more than you see now. Whoever did it, they got away.
Take it easy. Tom wasn't alone here more than a minute. No one could have gotten to him across these open fields and then away in the time I left and came back. Yet, I saw no one but him and you. What was that?
A woman's laugh. You hear it too?
It sounded here.
Right here beside us, at my very elbow.
No one's here, though, that we can see.
An invisible woman. That's the craziest part of your whole crazy story.
But we did hear it, Captain Eldon.
Go transcribe those notes, Betsy.
Yes, sir, right away. Should I telegraph them to State Police Headquarters?
Not just yet. Maybe just file them.
Whatever you say, sir. Craziest thing I've ever heard.
It's true, so help me.
But there wasn't any woman by your own confession. You said you searched and couldn't find her.
We searched everywhere around, sir, but there was no place for anyone to hide.
And like the Hicks around here, you come to the conclusion those old crossroads are haunted. A female ghost stabbed Tom Fountain with a very ungodly steel knife, I suppose, which she carried away with her because you couldn't find that either. That's a fine way for two policemen to explain a murder.
We're only telling you what really happened.
But it couldn't have happened.
Just the same, it did. Now look here, sir. Tom Fallon was my closest friend. I'm engaged to marry his sister. Sergeant McGee here is his uncle. You don't think we'd lie to you while Tom's dead body lies out there in the squad room?
He was like my own son.
Hugh Sergeant Pat, sit down. I'm sorry I have to pound at you like this, but Tom is the second of the troop to be killed inside a week, at the same place in the same way. And last year we found Barkley dead there. 3 policemen stabbed to death, and we haven't a single lead to the rat who did it.
You think the same person killed them all, sir?
Yes, and that person is a man, not a laughing invisible woman. A man with strength enough to kill in a single blow. Hody, you say Fallon wasn't out of your sight more than a few minutes before you heard him scream.
I'd only passed the first turn south of Crossroads, a minute and a half at most.
And you got back to him at about half that time. How about you, Sergeant McGee?
I left Tom right after Trooper Hardy rode away, sir, and headed north.
And neither of you saw any vehicle approaching from the east or west, and you nor passed any?
No, sir.
There was no traffic at all.
Then, in the 70 or 80 seconds that Fallon was alone, someone ran across that completely open space, drove a knife in Tom Fallon's back, and then ran away again.
It's crazy, but that's the way it must have happened.
It's the only way it could have happened.
It didn't happen. It's impossible. The world's greatest sprinter couldn't have covered the necessary distance in that sort of time, and any man must make a little noise, yet Fallon saw and heard nothing until a knife was in his back. You lying to me, both of you! By the Lord, if I didn't know how close you were to the boy, I'd say you bumped him off yourselves.
Captain Eldon?
Don't say that. Don't.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, of course, but unless you fellas change your story, the coroner's jury is going to ask some mighty embarrassing questions. You've established yourself as the only person in the vicinity who could have come close enough to Fallon.
Look, no one's going to think we had anything to do with this when they recollect the other killings at the Crossroads. Even if they won't believe we heard the woman laugh. You've forgotten, Captain, that Tom is the third to die out there by the same man's hands, you say. Last week when Smith was killed, McGee and I were on duty with you in this station from the time Smith left there until the time his body was found. And when Barkley got his a year ago...
George, you and I were up in Maine doing some fishing. Don't you remember? And Gene here?
And I was serving as motorcycle escort for the governor. No one will question that alibi.
You're right. But if you told me the truth about tonight, then what's the answer? I didn't have to listen about another yarn about Smith and Barkley's murders. No one was near them when it happened. They'd been dead for hours when they were found. Excuse me, boys, the things I've said. If I don't find someone to pin these stabbings on pretty soon, I'll be believing those damn Crossroads are haunted. That's all. Just a minute. Come in.
We found Miss Fallon.
Bring her in.
Yes, sir.
Does she know her brother is,
No, I telephoned her to come down here, that's all. You better break the news, Pat. You're her uncle.
No, not me. I can't even see her now. Let me out this other door before she...
Captain Eldon, why did you telephone me to come down here? Gene? Uncle Pat, why are you here? What's wrong?
Let me out here. Let me out.
Uncle Pat, it's Tom. Something happened to Tom.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about it. Let me out here. Let me out.
Kathleen, dear.
Miss Fallon, I'm sorry.
Tom was posted at the Crossroads tonight. He's been killed there like the others.
Yes, your brother is...
Tom.
Kathleen, dear.
Let me out of here. Let me out.
Oh, Pat.
I can't bear to hear her cry like that. I can't bear to have her eyes upon me. She has eyes like Tom, and they accuse me. They accuse me.
Accuse?
Before God, I swear, I didn't mean to kill him.
What? You?
Yes, I killed him. I didn't tell you the truth. I never left him at his post. I killed him because something from the blackest hell got into me. I stabbed the knife into his back and I couldn't help myself. I was made to do it. Made to do it. Now I pay for what I've done.
Don't let him get his gun. He shot himself.
Uncle Pat!
He's dead. Tom Fallon's murderer has just killed himself.
He stabbed my brother. No, he couldn't have.
You heard what he said, Miss Fallon.
But who killed Smith and Barkley? He couldn't have done that.
Why did he say he couldn't help himself? That he was made to kill his nephew?
What was the meaning of the woman's laugh that I'd heard? You in the car. Drive on. No stopping here.
It's only me, Gene.
Kathleen?
You can put away your gun, but I'm glad to know that you're being careful.
Why drive way out here at this hour, hon?
I couldn't sleep knowing you were posted all alone at the Cross Guards tonight.
Dear,
Crossroads.
I told you not to worry. Troops been posted here for 3 weeks now. Ever since poor Tom was killed, nothing's happened.
You think there's no danger here anymore, now that Uncle Pat is dead?
Look, you mustn't start thinking about him now.
It's rather difficult not to think about him. I will never understand.
Look, he was out of his mind. It's the only explanation.
But what drove him out of his mind? What could have made him destroy someone he loved, as we know he loved Tom, and he said he was made to do it?
I don't know.
Gene, you're all I have left. If anything should happen to you now...
Now, nothing's gonna hurt me, dear. Come on, get a hold of yourself, sweetheart.
But Uncle Pat didn't have anything to do with the other deaths here. He was miles away when Smith and Barkley were stabbed. Gene, maybe this place is haunted.
You don't believe that stuff any more than I do. You're just all upset. Now here, I'm gonna disobey all orders of the state police and join you in this car for a little roadside parking.
No. Don't get in. I'd rather get out and walk a bit. I've never been out here, you know. At night, I mean.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be out here now. Fine thing driving this deserted old road at midnight. You got that little gun I gave you?
Oh, yeah. I always carry it when I drive alone.
Oh, that's good. Oh, come on then if you want to walk.
Gene, exactly where did you find Tom's body? Uncle Pat kneeling beside it?
We're not going to talk about that anymore tonight.
All right. It really wouldn't do me any good to know. Such a gloomy spot here. No cars passing, no road lamps.
These are just old country roads. No state trooper had to patrol around here regularly until
after Frank Barkley was found stabbed here.
Oh, Kathleen.
I want to talk about it, Gene. I loved Uncle Pat. He was a good man, not a killer or maniac. And I've got to find out what made him do the thing he did. Find out what made him say he couldn't help himself. Uncle Pat was in Maine when Frank Barkley was killed. Tell me about that.
Well, all I know is Barkley didn't report on schedule. When they found him, he'd been dead for several hours.
And then Smith, just a week before Tom.
And like Barkley, he'd been dead up for a long time when we found him.
But Uncle Pat couldn't have done it.
Oh, he wasn't out of my sight. Neither was Dalton or any of the others at the time that night. Well, after that, Captain Dalton made this a fixed post.
I can't understand it.
Neither can anyone else.
70 years ago, the papers say a constable was stabbed here and another constable about the time we were children. That makes 5. All police officers.
Well, that's screwy, all right, but you mustn't think about it anymore, dear. Don't worry about me. Look around you. There's nothing but open spaces, sand and grass, and 2 level high dirt roads. There isn't a bush or a stone big enough for a cat to hide behind, let alone a man with a knife.
No one could come close to him here except someone he knew and trusted. As Uncle Pat was trusted by Tom, as you trust me.
Hey, that's enough nonsense now. Go home, go to bed, and sleep. Keep that little automatic I gave you handy on the way. Night driving's no business for a woman.
I wish you'd let me stay.
Not a chance. You want me to lose my job? That's what happens to cops who entertain ladies during business hours.
But it's so gloomy here, so silent and eerie. It looks like a haunted place.
Oh, bunk. Here, give me a kiss and say goodnight.
Oh, Gene, I can't lose you.
You're not going to. I'm safer here than being in a church. What was that?
A woman laughing.
That's what I heard the other night.
Look there.
A woman's in the road.
She wasn't there a moment ago. How?
I'll soon find out.
Gene, come back here.
Stay in the car, Kathleen. You, in the black dress, I want to talk to you.
No, don't follow her, Gene. Come back.
Wait, I tell you. Whoever you are, don't walk away from me. I'm an officer of the law.
Don't go any closer to her. Don't let her touch you, Gene. Keep away. She disappeared, vanished as I watched her. Where did she go? Come back, come back!
I'm coming.
What happened to that woman?
I'm coming.
Gene, what's happened to you?
I've got to do it.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Got to do it. Got to do it.
Why are you opening your pocket knife?
Can't help myself. Can't help myself.
You look as though you don't know me. As though I'm someone you hate. Gene, I'm Kathleen. You love me.
Kathleen, love.
Don't come any closer. Keep away.
Kathleen, love. Your gun. Kathleen, shoot me before I reach you. Shoot me. It's the only way to stop me. I can't help myself.
No, no.
Yes. Shoot me or I will kill you with this knife.
No, you're mad.
Shoot! Shoot, I say, before I drive this knife into your back.
Oh my God, forgive me. It's the only way. I've shot you, Jean. I've shot you. She's here beside me, the woman in black. Keep away! Keep away! No!
Come on, Miss Fallon. I want to hear more about this woman who laughed. This ghost?
Please don't ask me any questions. Go up to that operation room again. Captain Eldon, make sure Jean is going to live. I only shot him to stop him.
Oh, you stopped him, all right?
Oh, here's the doctor at last. Oh, doctor!
That's all right, Miss Fallon. We've taken the bullet out of Trooper Hardy's shoulder, and he will be up around in just a few days.
Oh, thank God, thank God.
And also, thank Jean's tough constitution.
Now that's off your mind, will you please tell me exactly what happened at the Crossroads tonight?
I'll answer all of your questions now.
What I've already heard this evening has made me very curious.
Oh, sit down, Doc. It's your office, your hospital. Go ahead, Miss Fallon. Let's hear all about that laughing, appearing, disappearing woman.
If I were you, Captain, I'd withhold my judgment a while. Trooper Hardy has been babbling about the phantom women under the ether. Under ether, people don't lie. He's been repeating over and over he couldn't help himself.
He couldn't. Some way, somehow, she made him want to kill me. But he loved me. That love was stronger than her power. He had time to warn me.
So you obligingly shot him?
Yes.
And the woman reappeared again?
Right beside me, she laughed. She laughed horribly, and then as I looked at her, she just wasn't there.
A woman dressed in black, you say?
Yes, a dress all folds. It might have been a shroud. Her face was like the dead. It was an awful purplish tinge, like she'd been strangled. Around her throat was a heavy rope that dangled to the ground. Oh God, I will see it till the day I die.
I don't believe in ghosts. You just shot one of my troopers. I don't care if you were engaged to marry him.
That's enough, Captain.
That's what?
I'm boss inside the walls of this hospital, and this girl is in no condition to stand your third degree. Besides, I think she's telling the truth.
The truth?
Why not? We can't call a thing a lie simply because we don't understand it. Have you any better explanation than we've heard for the tragedy at those old crossroads?
You don't think anything supernatural?
I think something that has lived beyond the span of ordinary human life is responsible. Remember, those almost forgotten tales in the newspapers have searched out. The man who was stabbed there in 1865, the other chap in the early 1900s. One of the reporters told me they've discovered several more crossroads stabbings in the records. A peace officer was killed there in Andrew Jackson's time, and a member of the watch back when Washington was president.
All policemen.
By Jove, I haven't thought of that in that light.
And Miss Fallon, you say the phantom woman had a rope around her neck?
Yes, a thick rope with a heavy knot.
A hangman's rope. And at the Crossroads in the early days, criminals were hanged and buried. What's that got to do with it?
Maybe a lot more than you think. Excuse me, Captain, so I can move that chair aside and get to that bookcase.
What?
I want to find something. Something I've read and more than half forgotten. Policemen, officers of the law, they being the only ones to die at the crossroads where a gallows tree once stood.
Oh, that's a coincidence.
Ah, but you must admit a strange coincidence. Ah, here's the book, an old history of this county.
History?
Mm-hmm. Here it is. I knew I read it somewhere. Look.
What is it, Doctor?
I'll read it to you. Listen. On that 15th day of August, 1721, by order of the King's Governor, a gibbet of good stout oak had been erected at Berkeley Crossroads. That's the name of our old place, Captain Eldon.
Go on reading.
And there, the convicted criminal, Goody Fairfax, was taken, still protesting her innocence of the foul crimes of which a jury of her peers had found her guilty.
Let her dangle from the rope.
No, I swear I'm innocent. The officers have lied.
Hold on tightly to her bleecker so I can fix this rope around her scrawny neck.
Let me go. You cannot kill me.
Well, she wriggles like an eel.
Don't waste no more time.
I have done no murder. Have mercy. I am innocent, I swear.
Hey, you've had fair trial, old maid, and been found guilty and soon to be buried in the soil of infamy here beneath this gallows tree.
Nay.
Ay, so all who pass may spit upon your grave.
Ah, the rope is fast at last.
Finally, she gets hers.
All is ready, my Lord Sheriff, when you give the word. Quiet, quiet! Let the King's High Sheriff speak.
Nay, I who am about to die, this unjust death will speak. Hear me, ye officers of so-called justice, who have decreed this fate for me. As I die, innocent of crime, I vow to return from a death as a murder you hang me for being. And ye officers of blind law, do visit death on me. So I shall visit death on you with no more sense of right or pity. You mean to bury me beneath this gibbet in unhallowed ground away from God. While lest I remain away from God, beware. Beware, I warn thee, for not even death will stay my hate. I will return to bring you death, officers of law. I shall return to bring you death. I shall return to...
And though still screaming her threats of ghostly vengeance, the convicted Goody Fairfax was hanged to death. Then the old account goes on, her body was cut down and buried underneath it at Berkeley Crossroads.
The haunted Crossroads.
Captain Eldon, whether or not you believe in ghosts, it might be a kindly thing if you search for Goody Fairfax's grave. And if you find it, place her restless bones in hallowed ground. A kindly thing and a wise thing.
I haven't got over it yet. There were human bones, a woman's bones, buried beneath those crossroads.
I knew you'd find them if you only persisted in the search.
He persisted, all right. Making us troopers did the digging with me on double shift. Fine way to treat a man a week out of hospital.
And a newly married man.
Thought that was a good way for you to earn your sergeant stripes.
Sergeant stripes?
Yeah, here's your warrant for promotion.
Captain Eldon.
I had to make you two crazy ghosts here's some sort of a wedding present. This one didn't cost me anything.
Oh, how can we ever thank you?
Be happy. And Kathleen, let that first shot at your husband be your last.
Well, that's the end of that one, Satan. Wonder if the crone done it. You folks come see me again on my birthday. We'll have another cheerful yarn to spin ye.
Thus ends this episode of The Witch's Tale, The Haunted Crossroads, a production of COMM 210 on 88.5 WVCP. Sweet dreams. The Witch's Tale cast is Old Nancy the Witch, Tamira Dreher, Pat McGee, Luke Carter, Tom Fallon, Will Sharp, Gene Hardy, Nick Cassavan, George Eldon, Ricky Booth, Betsy, Sarah Roberts, Kathleen Fallon, Sarah Montgomery, State Trooper, Catherine Hoxie, Old Wench, Sarah Roberts, Goody, Tamira Dreher, Executioner, Will Sharp, Sheriff, Luke Carter, Man in Mob, Ricky Booth, and I'm your announcer, Catherine Hoxie.